everybody, my name is Paint Splotch, and welcome to the Create a Gem series. The challenge I have set for myself where every single month for the year of 2026, I'm going to create a brand new character for my stories. And I'm going to drag you guys along with me, so you get to see everything from pulling the random prompts, I guess, to the design, and then I get to yap about it at the end. So here we are. It's March. Oh my gosh. It's so weird looking at the calendar seeing 3. We're into the quarter mark of the year, which is wild. Like, that's blowing my mind. All right, so for March, kind of going along the holiday theme, we have St. Patrick's Day coming up. Woohoo! And I was thinking, like, do I do a totally custom, brand new Python script for March, like I did with February? And I thought about it, and the vibe wasn't there. Like, it wasn't resonating with me. So I decided to do a partial list. So the unofficial March theme that I'm going for with this one is Make It Green. I didn't want to lean totally into the whole, like, I don't know, St. Patrick's Day stereotypy kind of stuff, but I kind of wanted to hint at it. I wanted to have a little fun. So, gemstones this time around have all been replaced by green gem variants. So we've got emeralds, jades, spinel, diamond, calcite, fluorite, aventurine, hiddenite, all sorts of great green gemstones. The only one I took out was green turquoise, because that was what Quinn was. And I just felt like that would be really boring if I pulled a green turquoise, because, like, we've already seen that. We've seen it with Quinn. So, I mean, yes, gemstones all have a great variation. I could have picked a different color set for her, but I don't know. It wasn't really resonating. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take that one out. So, we have brand new gemstones this month, in terms of what I've got here. I went back to profession. Like, I know with February, I kind of went, romantic ones. For this, I just brought it all the way back. So this is the full master list. To include, you are reading this correctly. There's baby, toddler, infant, child, tween, and teen. So, I mean, if I pull one of those, then that dictates the age versus, like, an adult that would have a profession. And I know some teens work. Bear with me. So then we just kind of have more of our standard male, female, short hair, long hair, medium hair length, back to the traits, all of this pretty much standard. And then we come down here to the lucky item. So this is a brand new category for this month and this month alone. I thought it might be kind of fun. I'm so tongue-tied today. I thought it might be kind of fun to give the character a lucky item. So some of them have real life tie-ins or tie-ins to the real world, 4-leaf clover, a horseshoe, and others are just absolutely random and obscure, like a silver coin with a clover pressed into it, a feather from an extinct bird, a moon carved from a rock with many holes. So there's some really random stuff in there because, hey, it's a fictitious world. Maybe in the world, those are considered lucky items. So that's going to be fun to pull for. And then we have our gem types as per usual. It's that edited list. Plus, as you can see, I added a bunch more of the normal. If you watched February, and for the life of me, I cannot remember off the top of my head right now if it was Moxie or Cameron's video, I said that I needed to add more normal in to kind of balance off the hybrid, because if not, you've got basically one normal gem for all these hybrids. So I added this in to kind of weight the normal one a little bit more evenly. So pretty straightforward there. Got a few changes, nothing earth-shattering, but hey. So, let's get into the polls. Okay, if there's any funky cuts in here, I deeply apologize. The website I use is being extremely jank tonight and just perpetually breaking and I cannot fix it. So I'm sorry. There might be some wonky cuts in here because the screen will just decide to offset itself dramatically. I'm trying to cut the ads out. Doing my best. All right, let's pull. Let's do this. Yep, there we go. There it goes again. All right. We need a good first pull. We need to just be good. All right. Here we go. Lucky pull number 1. Who did we get? We got a green fluorite. Oh my gosh, who is an assassin? Hey, yo! Male with short hair. He has a different colored left leg. His lucky item is a bunny carved from a strange stone. And he's a canine hybrid. Holy cow. This is so cool. Dude, assassin boy? Oh, that's so cool. Ooh, different colored left leg too. There's something really funny about canine hybrid and bunny carved from a strange stone being like in the same prompt together. So I'm into it. Really into it. All right. I don't know. Can we top that? Can 2 be better than 1? We got a green sapphire. Who's that baby? I've not gotten a different age range yet. Oh, she's a female with medium length hair, which for baby, you know, that's kind of hard. But I could always do. Maybe I'll do like to offset that. Like a bust shot of her grown up to show her hair. She has different colored eyes. Her lucky item is a heart-shaped pendant, and she's a forest wolf hybrid. Oh. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I love that. I think the only wolf hybrid currently in my stories is Fang. I don't think I have any others. Oh my gosh, I love making the baby characters. They're so cute. They usually don't serve like a huge plot point, but they're so cuddly. Oh gosh, it might have to be this one just because. It's a little baby. It's a sweet little baby. Oh, little baby. So cute. Okay. I don't know. That worked last time. Can 3 be better than 2, which was better than 1? Here we go. All right, we got a green jasper, a perfume maker, a male with short hair. He has freckles. His lucky item is a 4-leaf clover, and he's a normal gem. It's okay. It's fine. It's, you know what? Let me see if I can do this. We're gonna go there. Okay. We're gonna go there. Okay. Now I don't have to worry about advertisements. Oh my gosh. These are some good ones. These are some really good ones. I think the assassin is super fun. Because I can kind of see it. Canine hybrid could be anything. Could be any kind of variety of dog. I left that open to interpretation. So, you know, could do something really fun there and play with like dog breeds. But I love the idea of the little baby because that's just so cute. That's so sweet and cuddly. Oh, and I love too that her lucky item is a pendant. That to me is like, oh, maybe parents or somebody gave it to her. Oh, my plot-loving brain is going to, but what if she was orphaned and found with the pendant and it was lucky because she was found and saved? And we would get another forest wolf. Oh, gosh, I love that. I'm not gonna lie, this perfume maker one, this just feels so pedestrian compared to, I feel like there's a story with the assassin, and I feel like just a baby is so cute. So, I don't know. So, I have an idea. What if I do 2 videos this month? And what if I make, we just, off the screen, okay, bye buddy. What if we just, in one video, we go this route, I go this route, in the other video, I go that route. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do it. Alright, you know what comes next. Cue up the musical montage! All right, everyone, we are back. It is the final reveal. As usual, I'm doing this entirely too late. I don't know why I decide to do most of these. I feel like I always get around to filming this part on a night when we've been watching hockey and it's like insanely late after watching the game. And I shuffle back to my room and I'm like, yeah, I could film. I could record the last part of the video. So I'm tired. Oh my word. All right. Let's get into it. Woo. So we have the character. We have Flint. I don't know. It just sounded like a cool name in my head. You know, it was cool. His character quote is, "You listen to me. From now on, I'm alpha. Got it?" I love this boy already. Holy moly. This is gonna be wild. Alright, so diving in, his description says, an assassin with a murky past. Flint is cunning and perhaps a bit too good at his job. He's not one to have a ton of friends. Not that it really bothers him, though. As long as he survives, that's really all that matters to him. Alright, so in his about, full name, unknown. And I'm going to pause it immediately right here. And say that this was intentional. I don't want it to look like I was lazy and just couldn't be bothered to give him an actual full name. I'm going to pop over here to one of my other characters. This is Dawn. Dawn is a former spy. And I mean, like, you can just kind of get a vibe from this sentence alone. It's widely assumed amongst all who know her that even the name Dawn is a false identity, leaving many to wonder who she really is. So, just at a glance, her about section, full name, crossed out, aliases, other than Agent Echo, you know, blank, redacted, blank, redacted, blank, redacted, birthday, you know, just crossed out, redacted, and it's observed on the 10th of September, which implies that it's not actually the 10th of September, which is her birthday. Age, crossed out. Affiliation, it's the blank agency, formerly. Family by birth, you know, redacted, 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 redacted. Significant other, redacted. Children, redacted. Darkest secret, completely redacted. Residence, redacted. So I did this. Yes, I got inspiration from Spy Family, like crossing out information on like Lloyd and stuff, where... Actually, I was thinking it was just Lloyd, but I think they did that with Sylvia, too, because I have this vague memory that they censored it when they talked about how old she actually was. So it's meant to kind of be a mystery, like her backstory, too. This is classified information that has, this classified information has been redacted by the blank agency, so, like, the entire thing is redacted, so nobody knows her backstory. So, I will say... Sometimes I do this intentionally. It's to add mystery to the character, to kind of engage the audience, I guess, engage the viewer, to be like, well, what's that information? It's not that I'm being lazy. It's genuinely never that I'm being lazy and just can't be bothered to fill in the boxes. It honestly comes back to, like, I feel like it adds to this mystery. You know, we've got Flint here. The first sentence, as an assassin with a murky past, I like the idea that his name is not known. So that's kind of why I did that. I just want to put that out there, that it's not me being lazy, it's to help tell the story. So his preferred name is Flint. So again, kind of playing into that, like, is Flint a part of his full name and that's just kind of like the nickname? Or, because isn't it Moxie that did that has, like, I gotta scroll down here, hold on. Oh yeah, because her full name is Moxine, but she goes by Moxie. So it's like, okay, is Flint part of a longer name? Or is that just completely made up? So, kind of playing with that a little bit. So anyway, kind of diving back in now that I've explained. Nickname, Alpha. Species, Canidae. I feel like I could hear it better in my head, and then I tried to verbalize it, and it just does not sound right, but I swear I know what I'm doing. Kind of just making something up. So his gem component, green fluorite, you guys know that. Animal component, I did go with the Shiba Inu. with the little bit curly tail. I feel like I normally draw like long fluffy tails, and I purposefully told myself this time, like, no, I need to draw like a curly tail. Do something different. His birthday is October 21st. Age 2,561 years old. But again, with my stories, ignore, the last two. It's typically going to be these first two that would be like the human equivalent. He's about 25 in human years. Height. That sounded... I'm tired and I'm finding everything funny. Height is 6'4". So he's a tall boy. Gender male, pronouns he, him, sexuality straight. I will say, I kind of have an idea for something I want to do with him, story-wise. And I kind of tried to leave a few things intentionally vague so I could write the story. The problem is just I actually have to remember to write the story. So I'm sometimes I'm bad about that. Sometimes I'm bad about actually remembering to write the story, so I'm gonna try. I will try. Can't make any promises, though. Powers. My cat is having a boxing match in the background with his toy. Alright. Powers. Unknown. Again, leaving that kind of a mystery to the viewer. Is it that he does not know his powers? Or is it that he knows what his powers are, but, if he were to fill out information, he wouldn't say what those powers are. Kind of leaving that mystery. His preferred weapons are a variety of throwing knives and blades. His occupation is an assassin, obviously. Affiliation is just towards himself. He likes tacos, cool clothes, neon lights, betting and playing dice games. Guys, don't gamble. I feel like this is one of those times I need to say as a creator, I don't condone. Just because I write something doesn't mean I condone it. All right, don't get sucked up into like gambling and stuff. All right, just there's the PSA. That's the paint service paint splotch announcement. I think it was PSA. It was paint splotch announcement. But that being said, just because I write it, you kind of get the vibe already. He's kind of a bad boy. Don't just because I write it doesn't mean I condone it. So that being said, he likes playing and betting dice games, and he likes chewing gum. That was just a random one to throw in there. He dislikes thunder, wet fur, classical music, the smell of cigar smoke, being sniffed by actual dogs. It's just weird. And then being called puppy. His traits are he's quiet, cunning, calculating, and stealthy. Family by birth, unknown. Friends, unknown. Again, kind of keeping that a mystery. Enemies, whoever needs to be taken care of to pay the bills. Strengths, he is a master of stealth, great at being light on his feet, and fast as lightning. He's confident in his skills. Weaknesses, enjoys being in positions of control and power way too much, as evidenced by the character quote that I gave him. You listen to me. From now on, I'm alpha. Got it? So that's he gets a power trip, and he loves that high, man. He lacks empathy, he's selfish, and he's rude. He's a bad boy. He's bad to the dog bone. Darkest secret, unknown. Other forms, because shapeshifting and all that good hoo-ha. Dog. His comfort item is a lucky rabbit made from a mysterious green stone. Gee whiz! Where did we see that before? Hobbies, betting, gambling, and high-stakes games. Again, I don't condone the betting and I don't condone the gambling. It's just for the character. I really feel like I need to stress that because I know that some people will be like, Paint Splotch was glorifying this. No, she just wanted to write a bad boy. His hobbies include maintaining his weapons collections. And then residence, unknown. Adds to that mystery. So his stats, we've swapped out the usual. Oh, hey, I thought it. My tab said Moxie. I thought I was still on Moxie. Whee! We swapped out power manipulation because his power is unknown. I didn't want to give anything away. So his stealth, he ranks a 97 out of 100. Endurance ranks an 89 out of 100. Agility ranks a 95 out of 100. Speed, 86 out of 100. Intelligence, 31 out of 100. I know that or at least I think I said in a previous episode, I can't remember. I've recorded enough of these now. It's kind of all blending together in my head that this is kind of like subjective depending on the intelligence level. Like Moxie ranks pretty high because she's got like the medical knowledge. I ranked him pretty low. You know this boy doesn't have any kind of formal education. He just picks random stuff up. Again, kind of have something I want to do with this. And then his creativity ranks a 12 out of 100. It is low. Color palette. This was actually kind of a fun one to look at when you just see this. Because you kind of get the greens and you kind of get, it's funny. I feel like the purples were more purple, but I'm seeing it now and it's very gray purple, but I feel like it works. But it's so crazy to see like his eyes, the eyeliner, and the X being like such outliers, being bold. And yet I kind of like that because it's like, okay, yeah, you get some pops of color in there. And then his design, I'm trying to not reveal too much because I did something fun here. I forgot I can full screen mode. Yeah, okay. Design-wise, I want to just kind of go over it briefly. His eyes glow in the dark. I just thought that'd be really cool. I feel like I could play with that artistically, and I think that'd be really fun. I kind of like how the Lucky Stone bunny turned out. I don't draw a ton of animals, so I kind of just... I winged it. I was gonna say, what's the plural of winged it? Is it wung it? Dude, I'm too tired for this tonight. I wung it. I was winging the design as I went. Sometimes, I mean, it actually came out fairly close to how I pictured it in my head, so, I mean, hey. Alright, I did something interesting with this one. This is, I think, the first time we've seen this. There is music, and I think this tab is broken. I thought it was supposed to show the whole video thing, and it just shows only a part. But I had music inspiration for this character. I'm not going to play it because of YouTube copyright and all that awesome jazz, but it's a mashup of Centuries, Your Idol, Animals, and Awaken Alive. And I feel like I'm always super awkward at recommending music. Like, oh my gosh, you guys have to go listen to the song. But seriously, this was done by DJ Sound Blaster. You guys have got to look this up. Holy cow, it is a jam. Seriously, this is such an epic song mashup. Amazing. I mean, you've got Fall Out Boy, the Saja Boys, Maroon 5, Skillet. I hope I not mispronounced it. I hope I pronounced that right. I have not seen K-pop Demon Hunters. But yeah, amazing song. So he actually has a song then that like, hey, this kind of was my inspiration as I was working on him. I had the song on loop. So that's kind of fun. All right, diving into the backstory. Editor Paint. Cue up something, I don't know, atmospheric or edgy. I don't know what atmospheric and edgy would be. I'd say thunder, but that feels really ironic since he dislikes it. But Editor Paint, you do your thing. All right, we got the backstory. It's not super duper long, but that's okay. I'm tired and I don't want to read like 18 paragraphs. Onyx, I think, might actually have the longest bio. I should see someday like who physically has the longest of my characters, but I don't know. This is a random thought. All right. Flint was born into a family of thieves and crooks. From a young age, he learned to play the game to stay alive. His philosophy was soon shaped into the ideals of doing absolutely anything it takes to survive. With a questionable home life, and definitely a questionable group of peers, Flint took up more of a dangerous and risky life. Hey, anything to pay the bills, right? He sharpened his game year after year, refined his tactics, and pretty soon he got swept up into the position of being an assassin for hire, a job he really didn't mind doing. No one within his circle of friends and family cares what happens to him, though no one is exactly rooting for him to set his life straight. That leaves the question, can this lone wolf change his ways and ever handle life with respect and care? Or Is he doomed to live in the dark forever? Kind of like that. It's not super detailed. Some characters have really detailed backstories, so his is pretty loose. But I feel like it kind of gets the point across. He's a bad boy. And, you know, this whole, like, the friends and the family, they don't care what happens to him. It's not, you know, Mama and Papa ain't sitting here going, oh, poor baby, you shouldn't be involved in crime. I mean, literally, Flint was born into a family of thieves and crooks. Right there, opening sentence. They don't care what happens to him. So, I don't know. Like I said, got a story in the works for him, though. And maybe we'll change those ways. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. His trivia, his eyes glow in the dark. He likes to believe he's the alpha of the pack. Not that he even has a pack or anyone to associate with. Maybe he just likes being called alpha. And Flint is capable of growling like a dog. So kind of just bare bones, but I always try to put at least a few little tidbits of trivia in there. I know on the reference sheet it says his eyes glow in the dark, but it kind of felt worth mentioning. And then you guys know how this one goes. It's the Arrowin Universe 10th Anniversary Design a Gem Challenge. You've seen this if you've seen the episodes before. I'm not going to read it again because it's kind of long if I go, like, try to read it and not stumble over my words. But basically, it's just the process, which if you've watched this far into the video, you've seen. The March design criteria, it's always worth rereading when we have this. So gem type, green fluorite, occupation, assassin, gender, male, hair length, short. Unique design trait is that he has a different colored left leg. Guys, I actually remembered this. I actually remembered to do this. It's up here. Left leg, and then skin is a different one. And if I zoom in, I mean, maybe it's hard to tell. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess it depends on your screen. His left leg is a different color. And in case anyone wants to argue it, I went with his left leg. Technically, we are looking at him, and it's the right leg because we're looking at him front on, but it would be his left leg. That was the logic I was running with here. So yes, his left leg is a different color. I didn't draw it. I didn't feel like drawing him in, like, shorts or anything, but I would imagine, I don't know, maybe up into the thigh, it's going to have some kind of, like, design. It's not just going to be a solid line across. It's going to be some kind of, like, you know, either gradient or a shape into it. Maybe I'll add that to his reference sheet later. But for now, just when I try to do these, it's like limited time, trying to get these videos out. They don't necessarily always have the most, like, detailed reference. So let's see. His lucky item is a bunny carved from a strange stone. His species is a canine hybrid. And as always, guys, the March process video is in progress. Say hi, everyone. We're literally filming the process right now. So that's to come later. And then, as always, we've just got the creator notes at the end. To, like, hey, you can draw fan art if you want. You can draw my characters with your characters. Safe for work only, please. Don't use my stuff for AI. Don't ship my characters. Just kind of the usual, the standard. But there we have it. There's Flint. I kind of like the bad boy vibe, you know? I don't know. It just kind of works. I like his design. I do like how everything turned out. And yeah, I think that was a fun one to work with and kind of give me that whole, like, hey, there are things I could, you know, improve upon art-wise. I need to work on drawing some more guy characters. But for now, I don't know. I think it was fun. Thank you so much for watching this video. I can't wait to see you in the next one, and I hope you have a rockin' awesome day. Cheers! You've got characters like Onyx that's kind of more of the lean... Are you done being an absolute menace to society? My cat.